for those of us who can, we must give a crap. And someone who has answered that call is our next guest. His name is Simon Griffiths.
Thanks. So what I'm going to talk to you about today is actually one of my social businesses. And for me, this really all started when I was thinking about water and sanitation and how that impacts people's lives. And what I realized was that there's actually one life that was being left behind. I'm talking, of course, about the life of toilet paper. Now, toilet paper has been behind us every single day of our lives. And I thought that it was time for us to get behind toilet paper. So I started a toilet paper company that uses its profits to build toilets in the developing world. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, this all started because, toilets are pretty funny. But the fact is, toilets aren't actually that funny for 40% of the world, because 40% of the world, or about 2.5 billion people, don't have access to a toilet. This results in urine and feces ending up in water that's used to cook, clean and wash, which effectively creates diarrhea-related disease that fills about half of the hospital beds in sub-Saharan Africa and kills about 2,000 children under the age of 5 every single day. So this is a big problem, but it turns out there's actually a pretty straightforward solution. What we need to do is build more toilets, and we know that for every $1 that we invest in sanitation, we see an $8 increase in economic productivity. This is through improved health and well-being, improved life expectancy, and even increased school attendance rates. I guess the real question is, where does that $1 come from? How do we go about funding this sanitation crisis and solving this problem? And that's why I started a toilet paper company that uses half of its profits to build toilets in the developing world by selling an environmentally friendly toilet paper here in Australia. And obviously, it's called Who Gives a Crap? Now, as soon as I had the idea for Who Gives a Crap, I knew it was going to work for 3 reasons. First of all, the market for toilet paper is huge. Toilet paper touches more lives than Oprah, Justin Bieber, and even Tony Abbott. Secondly, when we looked at our competitors in the market with brands that are focused on puppies, pillows, and feathers, we saw an opportunity to develop something that was well-designed and would stand out on shelf, which would give us a great competitive advantage. And thirdly, we did some really quick initial market research and worked out that our product had 1,200% more puns available than our competitors. But it turns out starting a toilet paper company is actually not that easy. The minimum production run's about 50,000 rolls, which obviously costs a lot of money, but is also a hell of a lot of toilet paper to get stuck with if something goes wrong. So to kick things off, we decided to start with a crowdfunding campaign and set ourselves a pre-sales target in July 2012 of $50,000 to pre-sell the first $50,000 of Who Gives a Crap. And to help things along, I agreed to sit on a toilet on a live web feed until we hit that $50,000 target. Now, fortunately, the campaign went viral pretty quickly. We got picked up by national print and television media in Australia, national print media in the US, and for some reason was strangely popular in Brazil and Greece. And after basically kicking off this campaign, we managed to generate about $1 million of equivalent PR value and about 2.5 million social media hits. And in 50 long, sore, painful hours, we hit that $50,000 target, which was a great outcome. So at this point, we didn't want to stop. We knew that we were on a roll. And we realized that initially our product wouldn't be sold in supermarkets, it would just be sold online. So we had an opportunity to think about how to, sell it in a way that's slightly different. So what we did was we decided to package every single roll individually in quite a fun, unique wrapper, and I've got some here. And then we, in the bottom of every box, put 3 red emergency rolls so that you'd know when you're about to run out. Now, also your toilet habits turn out to be, pretty predictable, and so we set up a subscription service so you could sign up and get a regular delivery and never ever run out of toilet paper again. So we started fulfilling the orders for our initial supporters, sending our product out to them from our crowdfunding campaign once the first production run had been complete. And something really strange happened. We noticed that our supporters, without us doing anything, started taking photos of their toilet paper with their cat, with their baby, with their dog, and even on the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. So day on day, we started seeing that our sales were doubling, and after 5 days, without doing any marketing or advertising, we completely sold out of all of the toilet paper that we had, which we thought would take about 2 months. So it then took us a couple of months to catch up, and at the same time, we made our first donation based on the sales that we'd done to date. And we donated our profits, or 50% of our profits, to WaterAid, and then worked with them to work out that every single roll that we'd sold was providing someone with access to a toilet for 1 week, which is a pretty good outcome considering all we're asking people to do is sit down for something that they believe in. So I guess, looking back and thinking about what we've learnt to date, this is all going really well. And what we're seeing is that people are really wanting to engage with social products that do good. Now, thinking a little bit more about this from a consumer point of view, what this means is that every single dollar we're spending as a consumer is really a vote in one direction or another. And often it's these small decisions that we're making that, when there's a lot of us doing it together, are actually making a huge amount of impact. So I think if we can all work together, it's possible for us to go about solving this, water and sanitation problem that we're talking about. And to that I say, bottoms up. Thank you.